Welcome to another presentation of the Solid Sports Video Blog. This is episode 172. Today's date is April 1st, 2022. Thank you for watching. I'm Troy Westhead. Thank you for watching this evening. Special sort of Friday edition. I usually try to do it on a Saturday, but I'm getting some much needed time off for the weekend, so I want to rush and do one tomorrow. So I want my day to be completely free tomorrow. So I'm doing it tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I did put on Instagram that I was going to do it tonight. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm back on Instagram now. Solid Sports _and_ gaming. That's my Instagram. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much for the support. Like I said, it's been a trying last week. Actually, a week ago today, something tragically happened here. I touched a little bit on it before I get off tonight. But we got a lot to talk about tonight, though. We got baseball news, baseball coming just less than a week away. Opening day is next Thursday. We'll take a look at the National League, see who I think the contenders are in the National League. National League to me is a deep league. We'll touch on that. And I touch on when I'm going to do the season preview show. I might have to do it, like I said, probably be one night this week, probably. Maybe I guess I'm thinking about Wednesday night, the night before. Since games are come on in the daytime, so I'll probably do it either Wednesday. I probably going to target Wednesday night, so take a look out for that. NBA, a lot going on in the NBA right now. Playoffs are coming down the pike as well. With the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks, so we'll talk a lot about them tonight. How I was impressed by this week period, but especially last night. Giannis probably just took over the MVP with the big win last night against the Brooklyn Nets. We'll look at the Eastern Conference. We'll look at the definitely the East, but we'll touch on the Western Conference as well. And NFL offseason, things continue to happen. The Bruce Arians, the Buccaneers news, as he goes into the front office. Todd Bowles is now the new head coach. We'll talk about the Bobby Wagner signing with the Rams. We'll talk about the Ravens news this week. Being a Ravens fan, I'm going to touch on that. What this means for Lamar Jackson, that John Harbaugh got a 3-year extension. Malcolm Jenkins also retired as well. Veteran safety. Probably still most noticed as a Philadelphia Eagle, but he retired as a Saint. I think earlier today, or was it yesterday? And we'll take a quick look at the Final Four as well. The Final Four starts tomorrow. The women's Final Four is going on tonight, but the men's Final Four starts tomorrow. So we'll talk about that. But let's get into the MLB news. We're going to pull up the NL, who I think the contenders are in the National League. My Braves, of course, coming as the defending champions. They did lose Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers, so that was a big loss. But Austin Riley and the other veterans for the Braves, I think they still have a decent year. So let's take a look at the National League. Of course, different in the National League this year, there is a DH in both leagues, so there's no more pitchers hitting. So the pitchers will just be relegated to pitch. There's no pitchers hitting. The only pitcher that's going to be hitting probably on a regular is Tony for the Angels. I can't pronounce his name right now. The Japanese pitcher, two-way hitter, two-way player. He can pitch and he can hit. But yeah, as we look at the National League, to me, let's start with the East. Since I was just broke up the Braves. Me being a Braves fan, I'm so happy that they finally won a World Series. After so long, after all the things, as a Braves fan, I went through the 90s. It was good to see them win it. But I think they're going, like I said, it's going to be tough for them to repeat. Just looking at that, I think the National League East is probably one of the strongest divisions in baseball. With I like what the Mets have done, adding Max Scherzer. They got some bad news though. Jacob DeGrom is dealing with a tightness in his shoulder, so he probably ain't gonna be ready. They shut him down for a month, so he ain't gonna be ready for opening day, obviously. So he might not join them until May. the Mets are going to be a problem with that. I like the Phillies. I like the Phillies. What they got with Bryce Harper and Didi Gregorius and JT Realmuto, the deep team that they have, especially with the hitting. We'll see how they pitching do, but they're going to be a problem. The Washington Nationals will still be a problem as well. I think Steven Strasburg will come back and have a bounce back year. He's probably their main ace now, but the young Juan Soto and the pieces that the Nationals have, so they won't be a slouch either. Miami, I see that Derek Jeter stepped down, but Miami was building something. They got a young team, a feisty team as well. So Braves going to have a tough time just dealing with their division. Like I said, it's a deep division. Phillies are pretty good. Mets, Miami Marlins, Washington Nationals. So they're going to have a lot to deal with there. The Central, maybe one of the weaker divisions, I would say. I think Milwaukee will probably be a problem again. But I like the St. Louis Cardinals to me in that division. That's the team I'm looking at. Not just because they added Albert Pujols back, but they've just always been a consistent winner. But I think the Pirates, the team, Cincinnati might be decent. They had a decent year last year. I think they almost made the playoffs. So, but the playoffs are expanded. I have to check that out. I have to find that out before Wednesday. So I mean the playoff teams are deeper. So, but I think the National League Central, I think really the only team I think to really look at is probably Milwaukee. For the Cincinnati was, like I said, they was a contender last year. Well, they was competitive. But I think Pittsburgh, not knowing what they're gonna be. The Chicago Cubs are rebuilding. That's the team that was on the tip of my tongue. Cubs are sort of rebuilding. They pretty much cleaned house. So I think they about to go through some struggles the next couple of years. But yeah, the Pirates, the Cubs. I'm missing a team. The Pirates, the Cubs. I've said the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals and the Brewers are the top of that division. I think everybody else pretty much try to. Cincinnati. I put Cincinnati. Maybe because I think the Cubs and the Pirates. Don't know what you're gonna get with those two teams. In the West, the Dodgers, of course, class. Probably, to me, they probably the favorites to represent the National League again. Added Freddie Freeman and other things they added. Well, Clayton Kershaw, of course, on the end of his career. Can he bounce back? Not sure. But the San Francisco Giants will be competitive again as well. The Padres is interesting to me. I think Tatis, Fernando Tatis Jr., he has an injury. See what Machado do. See what the pitcher do with San Diego. I don't know, but they're a team to look out for. Arizona, not sure, what they build it on. And Colorado, of course, they lost Trevor Story and a couple other pieces. Arenado went to the Cardinals as well. That's why I like the Cardinals this year as well. But they did add Chris Bryant in the offseason. I'm not sure if that'll help or not. But like I said, Colorado always with that team. Sad that stadium. They need a solid pitcher, which I think they still don't have. So the teams, like I said, is basically in a nutshell. I think the teams to look at in the National League is the Braves again. I think, like I said, I think Milwaukee and the St. Louis Cardinals. I really like the Cardinals and the Dodgers. To me, it's run me two teams I really like, other than my Braves. To be competitive. Padres, I believe what I see. I think they'd be competitive, but I just think they just missing something. I think they need more pitching as well. Like I said, the three top teams that me in the National League, if I had to pick right now, is Dodgers. Let's basically go by division. Dodgers in the West, Central. I'm gonna take St. Louis over Milwaukee, and then the Braves in the East. Even though, like I said, I think the Braves gonna have a tough time dealing with that East. Just like last year, they barely won a division last year because the East gonna be very competitive with, like I said, all the good teams out there. And the West, I think the Dodgers as well, even though they had the best record. But I think the Giants did, excuse me. But, excuse me, I think their division is a little bit competitive as well. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'm going to do a big preview. So, like I said, I already decided I'm going to do it Wednesday. Probably a Wednesday night. It'll probably be another night vlog. Because of my work schedule, I do it Wednesday night, the day before opening day. Give you my predictions, so I think it's come out the American League and the National League, division winners, MVP predictions, all that. I'm going to get all that together this week. Let's move on to the NBA. The NBA, like I said, has been very interesting. Let me pull up standings here. I've been talking about the Bucks the last couple of weeks. Did a short on it on my YouTube channel. A lot of people say the Bucks, basically last year was a fluke and everything else. I don't think so. Like I said, I think winning the championship gave them more confidence. Like I said, they might still could get the lower seed in the East, but if they don't, I think they'll be fine. To me, I think they're the clear favorite to come out the East. The Heat, like I said, I'm not disrespecting the Miami Heat, but I just think when it comes to the playoffs, you just gotta have that guy. And Jimmy Butler's a great player, but I don't think he's a person that can just take over a game offensively on a consistent basis. He has flashes, but on a consistent basis, I think he can't do it. But I think Miami's a good team, and what they play for, what they stand for, the organization stand for, they're gonna be a tough out. But I just think they fall just short in the Eastern Conference. The Sixers are very interested with James Harden. I'm starting to believe that narrative that James Harden in big games just don't show up. It's been evident this season, and it's been evident in his playoff career. So we'll see. Eventually they had to prove it. But I like Joel Embiid, and what he's done this year. He's an MVP candidate as well. But I think the Sixers, that might hold them back. But everybody's bunched up. The top 4 seeds in the East, it's just separated by 2.5 games, and then the separation between Chicago, Toronto, and then it's a little bit of a gap. Cleveland in the 7th spot in the play-in spot. Brooklyn 2 games behind them, but they all tied with 40 wins, bro. Actually, the same record: Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Atlanta. So all the 10 teams in the East are set. But I think Milwaukee is the team to beat in the East for sure. But it's going to depend on matchups, as it always is. Now, the 2 teams I'm pretty much saying, unless they meet each other, it's a one and done. It's Chicago and Cleveland, just because the experience. Even though DeMar Rosen just had 50 again last night, but I think it will take that on a consistent basis to lift up Chicago. Cleveland, I just think they're too young and experienced. They got some injuries as well. But I think if they can build on this and go into next year, we'll see about the Cavaliers. Brooklyn is dangerous because of who they have: Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. But I think if they get Ben Simmons back, I really think that would pretty much really make them a real threat, like to put some fear in some teams. But I think with just Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the 7-game series, I would still bet on them, but I think they'd be more solid if they got Ben Simmons back. Charlotte, I like LaMelo Ball. I like what they're doing there as well with the young team. But I just still think they're a year away. I think they need more experience. Atlanta is dangerous because they have the experience. We see what Trae Young did last year. He's one of those guys that steps it up in the playoffs. So if Atlanta get a right matchup, they can go deep. So this bottom of the East is very like Atlanta and Brooklyn. Like if they wind up being the first round, let's just say both of them get through the play-in, and it'll be if anybody finish one, Miami, Milwaukee, Boston, they're gonna have a tough time with any of those 2 teams. being the last two to get in. The Raptors is sort of scary as well because they have experience as well, and they be playing a good basketball. But I just think in a 7-game series again, who's going to be that guy to take over? And I don't think they have that person. So I think Toronto's a little flawed as well. But it's going to be interesting to see what the final matchups are. And you know, once we get with that, I'm gonna do a playoff preview on that. But the East is, like I said, set. The 10 teams are set. It's just who's going to be in the play-in, who's, you know, because like I still think Toronto being 4 games out. I think it's like 5 games left for most teams. So I think the 4 teams at the bottom, it depends on the match. I think they pretty much. I think Cleveland, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Atlanta, they're gonna be in the play-in. I think the top 6 is set. I think Toronto, Chicago, Philadelphia. I don't think they're gonna fall below Cleveland. I think they too far behind above that. So, and Brooklyn, Charlotte, Atlanta, they don't have a chance to get to that 6th spot. That's gone now. So they're definitely in the play-in. It's just who's gonna be at home. You know, you want to be 7 or 8 because you get another chance if you lose. If you're 9 and 10, you lose the 1 game. So basically, it's 1 game and you're done. And then that bottom team gets a chance to knock out the loser of the 7-8. You know, that's how it goes. So it's going to be interesting the next couple of days. We'll see what happens. Let's look at the West real quick. I just want to touch on the West real quick. I really want to talk about the East because the teams are set. See, okay, it's a little bit different. I guess they put this, well, the East is pretty much set as well. Well, the West is too. It's just the Lakers still have a shot. But like I said, I declared them out because I don't think they're gonna make it at all. I think they scheduled too rough. I think San Antonio gonna edge them out. I think looks like it's gonna be Minnesota gonna be that 7th spot. The Clippers already clinched the play-in, so basically it's between New Orleans, San Antonio, and the Lakers as far as the bottom. So if that's the case, all the teams, even though they don't have the clinch, that's what makes it confusing. That's why when I seen the Clippers say they clinched the play-in, that means all the teams above them clinch playoff spots. Well, you know, they're gonna make the playoffs, you know. Like I said, Phoenix clinched the number 1 seed. I think Memphis is in that 2 spot strongly. Dallas and Golden State. Dallas is 3rd right now. Dallas getting blown out by the Wizards right now, so they about to lose tonight. Let's see what the Warriors do. Utah, Denver is 5 and 6. And you got Minnesota at 7. I think they the top 7. I think the Clippers, like I said, too far behind to catch Minnesota. So Minnesota just could probably still get in that 6th spot, but they probably not going to. It looks like the Clippers score. It looks like it's going to be Minnesota and the Clippers for the 7-8 game. That looks like clearly what it's going to be. New Orleans got a little bit of space in a 9 spot, but now San Antonio and the Lakers are tied, but the Spurs got the tiebreaker. So, but I just think the Spurs going to edge them out, unfortunately. I really think that's what's going to happen here. Unfortunately for the Lakers, like I said, Lakers had up and down year. Had injuries as well, so I'm not going to dismiss that they didn't have injuries, but to me, I just still thought they would be good enough to at least be a top 6 seed in the West, you know, just for what they got. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Memphis was probably the biggest surprise as far as like their record this year. But like I said, Dallas is my sleeper in the West. With Luka, I think, you know, even though they had a bad game tonight, I'm just looking at the score. I see no highlights, but I don't know who played. Maybe some people didn't play, but the Wizards blew them out by 20, basically. But I like Dallas. I like the makeup of their team with Spencer Dinwiddie and that extra go-to man at the end. Luka Doncic is something else. He got off to a slow start, but I think it's too late for him to get the MVP discussion, but he's had a great year. The Warriors, like I said, the Warriors are dangerous as well because they look kind of like it's right now, but they had the experience if Klay Thompson gets to anywhere near he used to be in the playoffs, and Draymond Green, like I just think they can upset some people. Like I said, the Warriors' weakness to me is they small. So not having James Wiseman not coming back this season, will it's going to hurt them overall. The Jazz, like I said, I just think too much is on Donovan Mitchell's shoulders. Like I said, so I don't believe in them. Denver's a wild card as well, but their experience. Do they get Jamal Murray back? I haven't heard anything. But if they do, they'd be formidable. Minnesota too. I mean, they just young, but they have the talent to match up with some of these teams as well. Clippers is dangerous as well with Paul George back. I don't think Kawhi's coming back this season. New Orleans, San Antonio, this just would be nice for them to get in, but I don't think the Lakers gonna make it. But overall, like I said, I just want to talk about the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a serious a title contender again. I think it might be a rematch, Phoenix and the Bucks. Right now, that's pretty much what I'm leaning towards. Because I think Phoenix, they just look different this year. Like they got an extra gear here. Chris Paul don't look like he missed a step. He came back this week, and they get this closer to the playoffs. Get one of these bottom teams. I think they'd beat them in 5, no matter who it is. Now the Western Conference semis is going to be interesting. Where they get Dallas, Golden State. Where they get one of those two teams. We'll see. But the Bucks, to me, like I said, they definitely title favorites, and definitely to me the clear winner, the clear contender in the Eastern Conference to come out. To me, it's not even a question. Alright, let's talk about the NFL. We kind of rolled it through here. Only been on about 15 minutes, so I'm not doing too bad. Bruce Arians stepped down this week for the Buccaneers, the head coach. They promoted Todd Bowles, so it makes another African American coach in the NFL. People just was reading into it like, Brady and Arians didn't get along. Arians put that to rest, at least in his press conference, basically saying it's a bunch of BS, but he didn't say the BS word, he said the real word. But yeah, I don't think him and Brady, I think it was just more competitive. Brady, being who he is, Bruce Arians don't take no crap either. They did just clash a little bit on a competitive standpoint. I don't think it was no animosity or anything like that, even my personal opinion, from the outside looking in. But I do think, if Brady wanted that done, Brady could get it done. Brady has just as much power as anybody else in that organization right now. So if Brady wanted that change to happen, he definitely had something to do with it. If he did, or this could all be Bruce Arians said, it's about taking a step back. His family was endorsed it as well. Bruce Arians has had health problems in the past, so like I said, maybe it has something to do with that. He just want to sort of like just be behind the scenes and just help out in the front office. But it was sort of surprising news this week, though. But I think Todd Bowles could get it done. Todd Bowles is more defensive minded. But I think, of course, Brady is his own offensive coordinator, but him and Brian Leftwich get along. So I think the offense not going to skip a beat. Honestly, bring a lot of the guys back. And right now, like I said, they're the clear best team in that division. Everybody else trying to find who they are. New Orleans going through without Sean Payton. Andrew Brees is gone. So the Saints are still trying to find out who they are. Carolina trying to find a quarterback right now. Despite all the moves, they didn't get nobody. Still stuck with Sam Darnold for now. And Atlanta just got rid of, just traded Matt Ryan. Marcus Mariota, serviceable, but not, somebody you lean on. You think that's going to get you far. So Tampa is the clear best team in that division. We'll just see how this coaching change affect them. But I think all you need is about 10 wins to win this division. Probably not even that many. Because I don't see New Orleans, Carolina, or Atlanta winning more than 7 games. And I don't even know how their schedule going to be. I don't see them winning more than 7 games next season. Any one of them, unless Carolina wind up getting a quarterback, maybe. But even still, like I said, I just think the skill players, unless Christian McCaffrey stay healthy, still be a problem there. Atlanta, maybe they got some talent there. No Calvin Ridley though for the season, due to his off the field gambling issue. But I like Kyle Pitts, the tight end, the young tight end. He had a good year, acquired a good year last year. So Atlanta might be a little feisty. New Orleans as well. They still good on the defensive side of the ball. Alvin Kamara still there. So if you get Jameis Winston, I like Jameis Winston. He just turns the ball over a lot. Well, he did in the past, but last year, he got hurt. So the Saints was right there competing for a playoff spot last year. So Saints probably, out of those, the 3 teams, they probably the best off right now. And the draft's still coming, so you never know. But right now, Tampa's clear, cut above everybody in that division. The biggest signing this week, at least so far, has been Bobby Wagner, a long-time Seahawk. Signs with the LA Rams. Try to go back-to-back, it seemed like. This would be a big, with their already deep defense. Bob Miller moved on and went to Buffalo, which a lot of people got Buffalo doing a lot in the AFC. But this is a good pickup to go along with Aaron Donald. He's going to have how he disrupt the front. Bobby Wagner could kind of roam and probably do his thing. So the Rams try to stay competitive. Let's see if they sign OBJ back. He's still a free agent officially. But Cooper Kupp had such a monster year. I think if you put anybody on the side of him, you're gonna be okay. Matthew Stafford is capable, as you saw, to still do what he got to do. So I think they need to improve the running game, though, be more consistent there. But this is a big signing for the Rams. I think Wagner getting out of that Seattle, because Seattle right now to me is a mess. As far as in the front office, with the organization, what direction they going. So Seattle's a good team to watch out for in the offseason as well. Well, they get a quarterback, because now Russell Wilson moved on to Denver with the trade. So Seattle on a rebuilding pace. So Bobby Wagner getting here to get a chance to win another championship is good for the Rams. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. Me being from Baltimore, I'm a Ravens fan. I touched on this on my IG. John Harbaugh getting the extension. To me, this is good news for Lamar Jackson. Now, Lamar Jackson came out. Excuse me, turn off my little heater, space heater there. It's starting to get a little warm in here. He came out and said this week that he ain't worried about his contract. He definitely don't want to leave the Ravens. All good things to say, and I believe him, because he really officially don't have an agent. And just the way he carries himself, I think he really loves it here. I think he don't want to leave here. But I think the Ravens need to go ahead and get a contract up now, because if he go into next season and have anywhere near his MVP season, or even last year, he played well with all the injuries around him. He played pretty well. They gonna have to give him the back, what they say, back up the Brinks truck for him, because he'll deserve it. And then a lot of people saying, well, at least a lot of articles I read, they said that the Deshaun Watson deal put a monkey wrench in a lot of contracts, because first of all, he got all this money guaranteed. Cleveland gave him the whole $230 million guaranteed. So they thinking, if you anyway on his level, you should get the same thing. And then his legal, not to count his legal trouble. So basically, they saying, well, he ain't even, like I said, he might get suspended still. So they said, if you could dedicate, if he can get a contract like that, why can't I? So like everybody that ever got involved, Lamar is one of them. But other quarterbacks on the come up, Kyler Murray. And I ain't really touched on the Kyler Murray situation in Arizona. A lot of people say he acting immature. I don't know. I heard some of the stuff he said, but I don't know if it's just because he want a new contract. And I think now with somebody like him, just because even though his last 2 years have been okay, I think I would wait to pay Kyler. Just because I think he needs to show a little bit more. But I don't blame him if he's trying to get a contract now. Why he can. But all these guys that haven't got paid yet. The Deshaun Watson thing put a wrench in a lot of things. Now, that's like the standard. So, we'll see how things go from here. But I think this Lamar deserves a new contract. I don't think the Ravens think about moving on. And that stuff, a lot of stuff I heard people say. A lot of Ravens fans the ones that I know anyway, they sometimes they jump out the window too quick. They're not patient. Just because he had a bad season, they wanna. And it's not that he didn't really have a bad season, but the way the season ended, he was hurt the last 4 games. I say, well, go to the next guy. Who's going to be the next guy? Like, who name somebody that you can get right now that's going to be better than Lamar Jackson next year? There's nobody on the roster. There's nobody in the draft. So you pretty much, and like I said, he played well. He didn't play bad. The defense was lacking this year because of injuries as well. A lot of people was even saying, I heard some Ravens fans, they should have fired Harbaugh. Like, no, now he made some bonehead decisions last year, going for the 2-point conversions and all that stuff. He made some goofball decisions, but if you look at his whole body of work, he's deserving to at least get a little bit more time. We'll see how things go this year, but yeah, they need to go ahead and play Lamar, get it over with. So that's my thoughts on that. As a Raiders fan, I just hope they do the right thing. I would pay him sooner than later, because I think the longer you wait, the more he's going to cost. It's that simple. Malcolm Jenkins, he retired from the NFL. Malcolm Jenkins, long-time Eagle, but he spent the last few years in New Orleans with the Saints. Of course, was also known for being an activist, like around the Colin Kaepernick thing. He went to the league, got the league to do some things in the community. He's known for that as well. But just want to say happy retirement to Malcolm Jenkins. Hopefully he has a good retirement. Maybe we'll see him on TV. That's what a lot of the players do now. Get on TV and be an analyst. So we'll see if that's what he does. But just wanted to point that out, that he did retire. I think I saw it today. But they might have announced it yesterday, but I think I saw it. I didn't see it till today. Alright, so good show. We about to wrap the show up. Let's look at the Final Four real quick. Let me give you my quick predictions. Final Four tomorrow night. Villanova, Kansas, and it's Duke, North Carolina. Now, I start with Duke, North Carolina, since I see more the ACC because of where I live. I don't know. I just got a feeling about Duke. I just think Duke is it's destiny. Coach K last year, he's retiring. I think it'd be a good game. I think Duke will edge out North Carolina, so they'll get to the final. I like Kansas over Villanova. Villanova, though, been here so many times. Coach Jay Wright. It's not the better gets, but I just like the way Kansas looked last weekend. Like, they look like a championship looking team to me. So I think it'd be Kansas and Duke. And I want to pick Kansas, but Kansas usually come up small in these big games. Like I said, that's like heart and head. I don't like Duke. To be honest with you, I don't like Duke. I never liked the Duke since I was young. I'm a Maryland fan. When Maryland was in the ACC, Duke was always the team that just, was Duke. But and I haven't seen Duke much. I'm gonna go with Kansas. I'll go with Kansas, not just because I don't like Duke. I think Kansas just looks the best right now. And I think the win last week did them some good, pulling away in the second half. So I like Kansas. I think Kansas will win the whole thing. I'm leaning to Kansas, but I think it'll be Kansas and Duke in the final. and then Kansas will win in a good one. So that's my prediction for the Final Four. On Monday night, I think it's the championship game. So let me see if I'm right or wrong about that. But other than that, what's coming up on the channel, like I said, I'm gonna do the Major League Baseball preview the season. I'm gonna do it Wednesday night. Wednesday is what, off the top of my head, I see the day the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, I think it's April 6th. I'll be doing that. So yeah, so I'm gonna do it on Wednesday night. I preview everything, World Series predictions, MVP, who I think will win all the divisions. I had to look and see what the playoff format is now that the teams has been expanded. So I checked that out and give you all my predictions there. So I'll be doing a lot of work from now until then. Put together a good show for that. So look out for that Wednesday night. As far as my video game playthroughs, like I said, I've just been doing Mortal Kombat videos and Crash Team Racing video. I think I'm gonna do a Crash Team Racing video now, since I got some free time now. So I'm gonna do that. The Cup Series, so I've been playing all the Cup races. If you're a Crash Team Racing fan, understand what I'm saying. So check it out. I got a playlist up for that. So once I download this video and touch on this video, I'll probably do that, and I'll probably wrap it up and try to get some rest. But anybody that was here last week, I did my show. It was midnight when I recorded last week, but still, I just don't really want to be on camera. Like I said, it's been a rough week. Like I said, just a long story short, I lost somebody that I've been living with for the last 2 months. One of my residents here tragically lost his life, and just to make things more difficult, he was the brother of one of my great friends of mine, and I don't like to, every time I try to vent and talk about things, if I don't talk to the person, I don't like to, it's very, say names or anything like that. But she know who she is. People that are close to me probably already figured out who it is. Anybody that's close that's watching, that knows me personally. Only day, I've been thinking about it. It's like a hole in my heart. And I feel for my friend. We've been friends for almost going on 15 years. Ever since I met her, she's been an important person in my life. I just hope she knows that deep down, that I hope she really believes that. Like I said, it's been a long 15 years, been through a lot. I can probably spend another hour talking about everything we've been through together, separately. But I basically, I love her to death, and would do anything for her. I would die for her. She means that much to me. More than there's some people, that came across my life that really was important to me. She's definitely one of them. Just a deep care for somebody. I can't think of too many people I can really say that about. Not even women I've dated or anything like that, and just go beyond that. She's just very important to me, so I hope she knows that, and that I'm thinking about her family. So I know our family real well, and it's just been hard. Like I said, I ain't gonna go into deep detail, but and I don't think she really watched my blogs, because she ain't into sports or nothing like that. But I said all that to say, like I said, it's been a rough week, but I've still been pushing through it, trying to still do content, but it ain't been easy. And last week I barely could get through the show. I really couldn't. So I'm kind of glad I just had all the lights out and I talked. You just could hear me verbally, but you couldn't see me. But I was sitting right here and I barely could get through the show. It was only pretty much 24 hours, not even 24 hours. It was a little over 24 hours since, you know, we heard the news. So, and like I said, he was here with me. So it's just not even just because she, you know, that was her brother, but like I said, I got close to him as well. So it's just sad all around. Of course, living in Baltimore with the violence, the chaos, you just never know, man. You know, people take it out, people left and right. So my heart out to you. You know how I feel about you. But you know, I understand. I've been giving it a little space. I'll probably check on you tomorrow just to see how you feeling. And I love you to death. And I'm very, very deeply sad and sorry about this whole situation. I just, you know, just get tired of the way things is in life. Just, you know, it's just hard for me to explain. You know, I'm starting to get upset just talking about it. But that's sort of what's going on. I probably, you know, if I decide or if I get to talk to her really deeply, I'll probably talk more about it if I want. But just try to give you my perspective of what's going on with me and in my personal life. But I still decided, you know, because this is like an outlet for me. You know, I get to talk to you guys, you know, whoever's listening, get to vent, get to, you know, get the ace off my chest. Also, I just love to talk sports. It gives me a peace of mind. You know, it puts me at a peaceful place, which I explained before, you know, because it's something that makes me happy, one of the few things that make me happy in my life. So that's why I do this vlog, and I do it to hopefully interact with you guys, talk sports, and just get your mind off all the negativity and the tragedies and everything else. So with that being said, I think that's where we'll leave the show for this week. Episodes 173 will be the baseball season preview, which will be Wednesday night. So you join me there. I'll be posting stuff on Instagram. Again, my Instagram is, I think I'm probably going to put it in the description this time. Silent Sports _ and _ gaming. That's my Instagram. I've been posting stuff on there to promote the channel. I'll probably post something tonight once this video uploads. And thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for understanding. It's good to be back on here again. And with that being said, y'all have a great week. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to try to have a good weekend. I got some time off, like I said, so that's why I'm recording tonight. I was going to do it in the morning, but my schedule has changed a little bit, but I get a lot of time off on the back end, so I'm looking forward to that, to clear my head, get out of here for a while. So, thanks. I just thanks everybody. I'm Troy West said thank you. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. We'll talk more on Wednesday. And I see you throughout the week for my other projects and everything. So thanks so much, and y'all have a good week. I'm Troy West said thank you once again. Have a good night, and see you soon.